What are we waiting for?
Get the cameras out. Get the stopwatch out.
In fact, sorry.
This is going to be awesome.
Right then.
Oh, Josie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am a bit nervous about making this speech. In fact, for the 5th time today, I've stood up from a warm seat with a piece of paper in my hand. Now, I did ask for a microphone, but was told one wasn't available. So if you can't hear me at the back, the sounds from people at the front will reassure you you're not missing out on much. I apologise in advance for not being a public speaker. But if I keep looking down at these pieces of paper, it's not actually my notes, it's a picture of the massive drink I'm going to have as soon as it's finished. Well, I will start the speech by thanking Chris on behalf of the bridesmaids, India, Matilda, Victoria, Lucy and Mandy for his kind words. I'd also like to have my own compliments to Kim, who I think you'll agree is absolutely stunning. He's looking amazing as well, isn't he? He's got a beautiful family, Chris. Thank you. And after last night's festivities, we haven't done a badge on my Chris, have we? The beauticians are working very hard this morning. Now, when Chris asked me to be his best man, I felt honoured, I felt nervous, and I felt distinguished. Plus, I was the only one man enough to actually say yes. It's the first time I've been here, well, it's the first time I've been asked to be a best man. It's the first time I've been here at the beautiful resort Paphos. It's the first time Chris has complimented me in 20 years. Best of all, it's the first time Chris has ever paid for dinner. Well, the first thing a best man is supposed to do in his speech is let everyone from the bride's side know what sort of a man he came as married. So here goes. Chris is caring, loving, funny, charming, generous, successful, suave. I don't think it spells suave like that, Chris. You get the idea. Now, I met Chris about 20 years ago, this year I think he was, at college. But believe it or not, he had hair. Shit hair. But he had hair nonetheless. And those of you that can remember Chris when he had hair, I'm sure you'll agree, he's better without it. That little blonde quiff was doing him no favours at all. Anyway, so back to college. Chris worked very, very hard at college to gain his high enough diploma in business information technology, which he continues to put to good use to this day. I think it's only the other week he asked me to come down his house to show him I sent an email. But actually, what Chris was really concerned about was the emails that kept receiving to his Hotmail account. He says to me, "How on earth did you find out I've got a small penis?" No, we had some good years at college. It's where I also met Adam and Mark and the reprobate 6 Thomas Moore, and it's where Chris met Kat. I think it's probably our first lecture. Our first lecture where I actually learned Chris's dad's name. Now, they didn't have a register when we first started. So what they would do, they'd pass a piece of paper around to each person, each pupil. You'd write your name on it, you'd go round to the lecture, and he would then call each of his names out. And it'd go something like this. Adam Cooper, here. Chris Smith, here. Rick Jones, here. Mark Sassy, here. Bernard Smith. Bernard Smith. It's weird to see Chris's red bull fly around the stage. But Chris and I should get going back right now. Not a few weeks later, the 4-4 toilets at Dane Brent College were mindlessly vandalised, and all fingers were pointing towards Mark. Somebody had scrolled "Mark Sassy was here" in permanent marker across the toilets, the cubicle, the door. It was cool. And Mark was due to be suspended over this, and I thought it owned up. And Mark was obviously furious, and he kept blaming it all on me. This lasted a couple of days until Chris finally owned up to head of the IT, and to head of Mark and myself. The head of the IT at the time was a guy called Pete Swift, who's now the dean of the college. So I think Chris got on quite lightly when he says no further action will be taken if Chris could be writing off the wall. But unfortunately that day was a college open day, and IT was a brand new department. So these VIPs and delegates were being shown around the IT department. But unfortunately, we couldn't use the toilet. We'd have to go up a floor or down a floor until Chris was right off the morning. Anyway, speaking of Bernard, we were chatting this morning, weren't we? I was waiting for Kim to arrive, and he says to me, he was really excited when Kim and Chris told him they were getting married abroad, as he thought they were getting married in Thailand. Those of you who have the internet, I'll update you on Kim's Facebook account. You'll notice she was secretly under the table of the phone. So I'll just go and see what the check is. And it says, the status has changed to married. Both her parents were immediately disliked her. The 3 guys in the room already popped her. Anyway, another part of the best man. Sorry. Another part of the best man is duty. It's not for relationship advice. But unfortunately, I wasn't much use of that, because I'm currently single.
No one cares.
It's okay, I've got some cookies tonight. I'm at Matty.
You're a dark horse, Joe. You're a dark horse, Joe.
Anyway, I thought my speech was a bit thin, not 28. So early in the week, I went round and asked a few people here to give me a little fact about Chris. Adam says, Chris likes to smell his own fart.
Does he, Kim? Does he?
Ken said that when Chris was living with him, he took up playing the banjo, but unfortunately kept snapping his string. And John had quite a lot to say about Chris. He says that Chris is extremely resourceful at work. Chris will do his weekly shop on company time. In a network rail van and use network rail fuel, Chris will drive the last 20 miles to Kidsgrove and Stoke-on-Trent so he can buy his weekly meat in the abattoir. And he'll drive them all back to Crewe again so he can buy his bathroom products for Wilco. That's quite resourceful, isn't
That's the only thing true that you say.
And I said to Scott, have you got any words to say about Chris? Who's getting married? Sorry, who's getting married?
Tommy Cooper.
I'm not quite finished, I've got to read a few of these cards out. I don't want to bore everybody, but I'll read a couple out. So we'll start. So I'm really hard out.
Sorry.
To Kim and Chris, have a great day. All the best wishes from Nigel and Annie.
No.
Sorry.
To Chris, I will miss our lazy days by the pool. All the best for the future. Michael Barrymore. Have a lovely day, lots of love to you both. Love. Jane and Jenny? Yeah.
Jude and Brian.
Jane and Brian. Oh, let's read this one here. Yes. Oh, wait, look. Well, the money's falling out. Chris, Why you stop sending me money? Ting Tong tell me you get married. Me will miss you. Me leaving Thailand. Kim and Chris, the best wishes for the future, Margaret and Russell. Kim and Chris wishing you both happiness for the future. Best wishes, Pete and Laurie. Penny.
You need to go to Specsavers, lad. Peter Laurie.
I don't think I'll read all these.
It's fine.
Congratulations, life of harmony and happiness with Mike.
Why are you coming with
I think I don't. To Chris. Woof woof. Woof woof. Woof woof. So to wrap up, I'd like to say, Chris,
Mark the dog.
thank you for the opportunity to invite all your family and friends here today. All it leaves me to do is ask you all to be outstanding. Let me wish you, Chris and Kim, all the best. Raise your glasses into married life, and raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. McCall.
Cheers! Choo-choo, Thomas. Sit down, everyone. Lucas said sit down.